Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. So I'm gonna make this real quick here. I just learned that Manny Pacquiao has decided to pass on the rematch against Jeff Horn. So now that Jeff Horn will be defending his WBO lineal title on November 12th against an opponent of his choosing, the fight will take place in Brisbane. And the Australian government has announced that they will support that fight. So we'll find out when the particulars will be further revealed when that time comes. Meanwhile, according to this report by Boxing Scene, it says here that Manny Pacquiao was advised that he will not return to the ring because he was scheduled to fight on that particular day, November 12th. But of course, there was a separate report that said that the fight will be pushed back to as early as 2018. Okay, so Duco Events, who also promotes Horn with Top Rank, issued a statement confirming that Pacquiao was out of the fight. And this is what they said, quote, "Now Pacquiao is committing to fighting again in 2018 and a rematch with Jeff Horn for the WBO welterweight title. Until then, Top Rank, Duco Promotions, and TU Key, which is a tourism and events Queensland, and Brisbane marketing will be exploring options." So there's not much to be said about that. I'll leave it there. Here's my take on it. Perhaps this is the beginning of the beginning of the end to Manny Pacquiao's career. I know they did say that he is committing to fighting next year, but I really can't see where Manny Pacquiao goes from here, to be honest with you. Now, the only logical explanation is that maybe he will be taking one last fight next year and then call it a career, because he'll be 39 years old by next year. So, and obviously, if you viewed the Horn fight from a logical and an objective perspective, you can tell that Manny Pacquiao is definitely not the same fighter than he was many years ago. So perhaps this is more of a they're actually stirring him to a direction of retirement and make sure they can get him one last fight, and that could be the possibility. Give him one last fight and then call it a career against a low-level opponent. But honestly, again, that's a possibility. But to me, I just don't see where he can be fighting again. Maybe this is just the beginning of the end where he's going to call it a career. In my opinion, I guess they're just going to need time to map this out, and then properly, put out an announcement that he's going to retire from the sport. And it also says here that, obviously he's been extremely busy with his full-time job as a legislator or senator in his home country of the Philippines. So that's definitely taken a lot out of his time. So, yeah. So what do you think about this news about Pacquiao pulling out of the fight against Jeff Horn? And who do you think Jeff Horn should fight next on November 12th? I mean, honestly, Earl Spence is available. I'm just saying, he's available. I don't see him. Let me look at the schedule here. I don't see him scheduling to fight anyone at this time. Earl Spence, hey Jeff, I like you, man. Why don't you call up Earl Spence? That would be a fight that I would love to see happen. If not, then fight somebody who's top level in the WBO. The only guy I see there is Jesse Vargas. But honestly, who I want to see that fight? But hey, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying that's a possibility that could happen. Earl Spence versus Jeff Horn. What do you think about that matchup? Because I definitely want to see it. Or, well, actually, Keith Thurman. That's not going to happen, because Keith Thurman, the unified champion of welterweight, Keith Thurman actually is not going to be fighting for the remainder of the year, which is kind of disappointing. Because I like Keith Thurman, and I just don't understand his situation. I thought he cited some type of injury, but obviously, I don't know. Not too many people are convinced about that. They don't believe he's genuine. But But anyways, yeah. Just let me know what your thoughts about this. I'm out. Oh, I forgot to mention, maybe Sean Porter. Sean Porter's available. Danny Garcia's available, but I think the WBC's got them actually ordering a fight order between those two. So, but hey, the WBC will give some exemptions. So maybe Jeff Horn can seek one of those guys as an opponent. But who knows? I mean, honestly, I don't see that happening. But I'm just laying out some suggestions for Jeff and his management team. So let me know what your thoughts about this. I'm out.